From the NMSU Department of Journalism and Media Studies in collaboration with KRWG, this is the student-produced News 22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Diego Gallegos.
And I'm Nina Gallegos. New Mexico State Police, as well as the National Transportation Safety Board, are investigating a fatal airplane crash that ended the second annual Las Cruces Air and Space Expo. The plane crashed Sunday at 2:30 at the Las Cruces Airport, killing pilot Chuck Coleman. Coleman was a well-known pilot who had given lessons to the Top Gun cast. Coleman was from California and had performed in hundreds of air shows and given over 3,000 rides in his aircraft. Coleman was part of a news conference before the air show where he described his plane.
The Edge 540, it's a single-seater. Mine's an extra, it's a two-seater, so I can give instruction and rides and that, but not during the air show or anything. But it's going to be a great event with this. Look at the sky you have here in New Mexico, just spectacular.
This was only the second annual Las Cruces Air and Space Expo. Airport Administrator Andy Hume has not said how this incident will affect future air shows. As violent crimes become all too common in Las Cruces, police are looking for a way to lower those rates. Operation Not in Vain, in honor of Officer Jonah Hernandez, has contributed to a decline in violent crime from August to September. Police reported a slowing of violent crimes to 46% this past August, and Las Cruces Police Chief Jeremy Story hopes to continue to chip away at those numbers and keep Las Cruces safe. More than 20 pounds of cocaine are off the streets. Officers with Customs and Border Protection seized the drug at the Presidio port of entry. It happened around 8:30 Sunday morning when officers inspected a GMC Acadia. A drug-sniffing dog alerted them, and the officers found 7 bundles of cocaine in the frame of the vehicle. They also found a small amount of methamphetamine. The 42-year-old man driving the vehicle was turned over to Homeland Security. A man accused of manslaughter is off the streets of Texas tonight. U.S. Customs and Border Patrol took a 20-year-old into custody on October 20th. The man was identified through a National Crime Identification Center warrant. He was later turned over to the Presidio Police Department. This arrest is one of 9 that was made between El Paso, West Texas, and New Mexico in the last 3 days. Now, I thought that it was going to start cooling down, but it's been hot these past couple days. Yeah, with it being October, I thought they would cool down a little bit, but I guess not. Carpio, what do you have for us?
Well, you guys are right, and anyone out there, you felt it. Let me tell you this right now, I wouldn't be out there in this. The pits, they would be drenched in sweat. Not fun at all. Yes, 77 degrees outside, 5-mile-per-hour winds, 14% humidity, a 31 degree dew point, and a 30.22 inch barometer today. No clouds in the sky, no rain, nothing. But that kind of fits with today's high of 84, a low of 51, and average of 76. Now, we weren't too far. We almost made history. Not in a good way, though. The high of 2003 was 87 degrees, a low of 29 degrees in 1996. Still no rain. It's a desert. It stinks. 3.64 degrees. That's all I have for now. I'll be back with your national weather. Back to the desk.
Stay tuned. Carpio Grego will be back with your national weather forecast.
I'm Paul.
I'm Chris.
And we're the Viewfinders.
Sunday at 11 p.m. on KRWG-Public.
Tokyo is a true gourmet wonderland. Markets are replete with the freshest produce, seafood, and ingredients, all sourced for the most discerning chef and palate. Discover the stories behind the culinary specialties that make this city so delicious. Watch Trails to Oishi Tokyo on NHK World Japan.
Thursday at 2 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
Welcome back. You're watching News 22 Tuesday,
where news matters. And Carpio is next with the national weather forecast.
Thanks, guys. All right, guys, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go west to east for you guys. We're going to start off in Seattle. It's 54 degrees. We're going to go down to San Francisco, 54. No, wait, that's not San Francisco. My bad. It's live TV, folks. 62, 76 in Oakland and San Francisco. 84 in Los Angeles. 71. California, cool. It's not as hot as it is here. It's actually, I wish I was there. If only weren't so expensive, right? Anyway, we're going to keep going to Phoenix, 92 degrees, always hot there. Who would want to live there? 72 degrees in Albuquerque, 88 in El Paso. Down here, we got San Antonio right here at 85 degrees. We keep going up. We got Oklahoma City at 89. We got Detroit. Shout out to the Lions. Big win. We got Detroit at 65 degrees. We got Detroit at 71 degrees. Oh, I'm sorry. They're over here at 71. My bad. Anyway, we keep going. As we keep going, we're going to go down here to the south. Now, in addition to being hot down there, just like it is here, it's also way more humid. So you're going to feel like you're wearing a wet blanket the whole time. It's not fun. Don't recommend it. We got Miami at 82, Tampa at 83, and we're going to finish out in New York City, all the way over here, if you guys can see that, 74 degrees, and Maine up here at 54 degrees right by Canada. Typical, cold. Not fun. Now, one thing you're going to want to pay attention to is the big temperature changes. But it's not going to be that drastic because it's been so hot over the summer. The temperature drops are only going to bring it down to averages around this time of year. But what's going to cause that? We're going to get the worst of it today and tomorrow. But then we're going to see a cold front sweep in, drop the temperatures. But like I said, it's not going to be that it's not going to be that drastic because it's been so hot. I know you've noticed. And then we're going to get a second cold front, drop it even more to get those nice, cool fall temperatures we all know and love. That's all I have for national weather. I'll be back with your local forecast.
There is so much unsettling news about how people are actually feeling.
Our health system leaves a lot of people behind.
Relationships are undergoing a massive makeover.
Join us for a 10-part conversation on wellness. How do you get it, and how do you keep it?
Sunday morning at 10 on KRWG-Public Media.
Get ready for the newest sizzling season of Cook's Country. From hearty home-style meals to sweet and savory treats, we're traveling across the country to learn the best regional recipes and cooking techniques. Join us for the latest season of Cook's Country.
Saturday at 3 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
On season 22 of Ask This Old House, we're back on the road, helping homeowners all across the country learn how to fix problems at their homes.
Ollie, you're a pro.
Yeah, pretty satisfying.
Looks great. Simple, fun DIY project.
Saturday at 1:30 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
There you are. I told you I'd be back. All right, we're going to take a look at the New Mexico temperatures today. We're going to go north and south today, okay? 66 degrees in Farmington, 65 in Santa Fe, typical northern New Mexico. Why do they get the cold weather? It's not fair at all, is it? Albuquerque at 73, Socorro at 77, Ruidoso at 74, Las Cruces 84, Deming at 84 as we go down I-25. That's just today, though. Roswell and Clovis over there, it's about the same. We're going to go up the I-25 this time. Deming at 88, Las Cruces at 89. We got Ruidoso at 75, Socorro at 83, Albuquerque at 78, Santa Fe at 69, and Farmington all the way up there at 71 degrees. Now, as we take a look at tonight's temperatures, it's going to be a cool 68 degrees. Don't really need a jacket. You can wear shorts and a t-shirt with that, right? Anyway, 84 degrees tomorrow, bright and sunny. No need for a sweater yet. Same thing in Truth or Consequences. It's going to be chill, 72 degrees, a little bit of clouds, not too bad though. 87 degrees high tomorrow, bright and sunny. Silver City's going to be about the same. 62 degrees tonight, a little chilly. Might want to wear a sweater if you're going there. Why would you though? Anyway, 82 degrees high tomorrow, sunny again. You can still get tans in October. What a place to live, New Mexico, right? Anyway, high of 89 degrees tomorrow, bright and sunny. Chance of some rain tonight. We'll see if that pans out. 72 degrees low. And, guys, that's it. That's all I got for you. Back to the desk.
And Arturo Quesada is next with sports.
Thanks, Mira. Coming up in sports, New York Liberty women's basketball has secured their champion title. Now you can toss the remote because News22 Sports is next.
We're on the road again for another great season of the award-winning Weekends with Yankee.
As always, we'll serve up mouth-watering dishes from the region's best chefs.
Take you to fabulous locations off the beaten path.
And lead you on adventures you won't want to miss.
It's Weekends with Yankee,
the ultimate insider's guide to New England.
Saturday at 7:30 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
Hi, I'm Fred Kaufman, executive producer of Nature. We get to transport you to exotic locations to see the world through the eyes of incredible animals. I often have to stay behind, so I'm just pretending in front of a green screen. I wish I could join you on today's journey, but it's back to work for me. Before I go, I want to thank you for your support. If you're not a member, please join right now, and I hope you enjoy the show.
This is KRWG-TV News 22 Sports.
For the win! He got it!
Welcome back. I'm Arturo Quesada, and let's talk sports. The Aggies' double overtime win over Louisiana Tech last Tuesday wasn't the only highlight from that game. Senior defensive end Cale Edwards completely dominated the game on the defensive side. He had a total of 4 sacks, making it his career high and season high 7 tackles. His amazing performance earned him Conference USA Defensive Player of the Week honors. Edwards becomes the second Aggie this year to be named Conference USA Defensive Player of the Year, the other being Tatum Barnes. The Aggies and Edwards look to continue this momentum against Florida International University on October 29th. And that's all for sports tonight. Join us for more sports action. Still ahead on News 22, Carpio will be back to take a look at your 5-day weather forecast.
Wonder who you knew before.
Welcome to KRWG's Music Spotlight. I'm your host, Scott Mercado, and on this show we highlight local musicians performing original music. On the latest episode, our special guest will be Bree Bagwell. We'll explore her musical inspirations in a sit-down interview and listen to her perform her hits as well as her latest single, Hit the Highway. Tune in Saturday, October 26th at 10 p.m. for KRWG's Music Spotlight featuring Bree Bagwell.
I'm Eric Johnson, host of Garden Smart. Each week we travel the country north to south, east to west, exploring some of the most exciting gardens, as well as talking to industry horticulturalists about design principles, new plants, and also how you can be more successful with your home garden.
Saturday at 2:30 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at our top stories.
New Mexico State Police, as well as the National Transportation Safety Board, are investigating a fatal airplane crash that ended the second annual Las Cruces Air and Space Expo. More than 20 pounds of cocaine are off the streets after Border Protection seized the drugs at the port of entry. An extreme weekend rainfall prompted hundreds of water rescues in New Mexico and killed at least 2 people, leaving dozens more hospitalized.
Let's take a look at that 5-day forecast for you. And, you know, here in Las Cruces, one thing about Las Cruces, it's going to be sun, sun, sun. Nothing but sunny days. You can have a lot of fun out there. We're going to be 89 degrees on Wednesday. It's going to get to the 90s on Thursday, back to the 80s at 88, 86, 87 throughout the weekend. It's going to cool down at night, but we're used to that, right? Anyway, that's all I have.
And that's all for News 22 Tuesday. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. I'm Nina Gallegos.
I'm Diego Gallegos. And from the whole News 22 team, Arturo, Carpio, Nina, and myself, have a good night.
This news brief en español is brought to you by Noticias 22, la información más completa de Nuevo México, El Paso y la frontera. Noticias 22.
Buenas tardes, les saluda Zaira Sánchez y sean bienvenidos a las breves de hoy con Noticias 22. Un avión que participaba en la Exposición Aérea y Espacial Las Cruces 2024 cayó el domingo por la tarde en el segundo día del evento. El avión cayó alrededor de las 2 de la tarde durante el evento celebrado en el Aeropuerto Internacional de Las Cruces. Se han publicado en internet numerosos homenajes a Chuck Coleman, el piloto que falleció en el accidente. Noticias 22 grabó estas imágenes de él el viernes durante la inauguración. Coleman fue un instructor de vuelo y piloto de pruebas durante más de 30 años y colaboró en la formación de actores para la película Top Gun Maverick. Estaba previsto que la exposición concluyera a las 4 de la tarde del domingo. Sin embargo, el resto del espectáculo aéreo fue cancelado. El motor del avión se estrelló al oeste del aeropuerto, según la Administración Federal de Aviación. El aeropuerto permanecerá cerrado y los únicos vuelos permitidos serán las evacuaciones médicas de emergencia. Aún se desconocen las causas del accidente y continúa en investigación. El Departamento de Policía de Roswell continúa investigando las inundaciones repentinas que dañaron varias carreteras. La oficina del sheriff del condado de Chávez recomendó a los conductores a permanecer fuera de las carreteras después de que cayeran más de 5 pulgadas de lluvia el sábado. Las autoridades dicen que la fuerte lluvia se llevó parte del pavimento y los caminos inundados pueden no tener nada debajo de ellos. Las lluvias provocaron inundaciones que se dice causaron al menos 2 muertes. Los equipos de primera intervención y la Guardia Nacional de Nuevo México rescataron a cientos de personas atrapadas en la zona. Esto ha sido todo por mi parte. Muchas gracias por acompañarnos. No olviden seguirnos en nuestras redes sociales. Bonita noche.